Welcome back to the Funkhouse Diecast Racing League as we bring you more exciting racing action from the old Yadkin Valley Speedway as we bring you Group 2 of Round 1 of the Cyrano Buckminster presents Concept Chaos.
Group 1 produced some amazing racing action. Let's see if Group 2 can top it as we introduce you to tonight's drivers.
Up first, driving a 2005 Mitsubishi Eclipse for Flips Racing, it's Flip.
This concept came equipped with an all-wheel drive system as well as a 400-power Evo engine.
Up next, sporting a 2013 Cadillac El Mirage for Puffs Racing, it's Karate Joe.
That caddy can put down an impressive 0 to 60 in just a mere 4.5 seconds.
Starting third, driving a 1997 Pontiac Gracious for the A-Team, it's Crazy Canuck.
A truly one-of-a-kind V8 hatchback with suicide doors and a drop-down tailgate.
And finally, driving for 409 Motorsports in a 2003 Ford Mustang GT, it's Laro.
It was this design that kicked off the retrofuturism genre.
And I'd say the word futurism is an epitome term for what these concepts are.
Right you are, Funkhauser, as these cars are a perfect example of the ingenuity that can come from the human imagination to shape our future.
Well, speaking of the future, it's here as Race 1 is now underway.
Up the grid and down the backstretch into turn 1, it seems it's all Flip as the other drivers are trying their best to keep up.
At this point, all the other drivers probably look like a dot in the back of Flip's rearview mirror as he's already down into turn 3, blazing down the super stretch into turn 4 as he comes down the line in dominating fashion. He's going to come in first place, followed by Ronnie Joe, and then it's going to be Laro coming in third.
And as those cars go by, it looks like Crazy Canuck has had some trouble as his car is limping and does not look like it will make it down to the line.
A very tough, out-of-the-ordinary performance for Crazy Canuck as we check out that track time put down by Flip. Let's check out the merch by Meek and replay camera as here you see Flip's exits turn 3 and just blazes down the super stretch heading into turn 4. At this point, he could have let off the gas, but he chooses to keep his foot to the floor as he's gonna cruise across the line.
And as the other cars come into frame, you see that they both have a hard time executing turn 4 as they both hit the wall, but are able to continue on down to the line.
Meanwhile, behind them coming into the frame will be Crazy Canuck as he even has trouble executing turn 4, but he loses all of his momentum as he hits the wall, slides, and then comes to a stop.
And with a dominating performance by Flip, it puts him at the top of the board with 5 points, followed by Karate Joe as we're heading down into race 2.
We've seen what that Cadillac El Mirage can do in Group 1, but now Karate Joe has his on the front inside position here as we are getting ready to start race 2. Right next to him is that Ford GT. Who's going to take this one? It's time for race 2.
Off they go down into turn 1. It's Karate Joe with a lead with Flip right there behind him as they head to the S-turns down into turn 2.
Flip is not letting up as he's right there on Karate Joe's tail. As Karate Joe gets loose, Flip makes a move underneath as he goes down the super stretch. He gets a little loose, but he corrects it as it comes down to the final stretch. It's going to be Flip coming in first, followed by Karate Joe, then it's Laro, and it looks like Crazy Canuck is going to make it down to the line in 4.
An outstanding maneuver made by Flip as he pushes Karate Joe up the track as he slides right underneath him to take the lead.
A maneuver we're definitely going to have to watch again as we check out the merch by Meek and replay camera as here you see Flip right on Karate Joe's tail as they head into turn 2. As they go through the chicane, he gives them a push, and as they exit the chicane, Karate Joe gets loose as Flip just slides right underneath him as they head down to turn 3.
Of course, watching it once is not enough as we're going to rewind it and watch it one more time as you see Flip giving Karate Joe a push as he goes up the track, and then Flip slides right underneath him as he goes into turn 3. But keep your eyes on Flip as he gets loose coming out of turn 3, but he's able to correct it as he heads down the super stretch.
And I tell you, that Eclipse is no joke. As you mentioned during the introduction, it has the same all-wheel drive system and the powerful engine that comes out of the Mitsubishi Evo.
Mitsubishi Evo.
What the heck? Nigel, are you pushing buttons?
Oh my word, no, that definitely was not me.
Great, now I'm gonna have to check our production truck for glitches. Anyways, we're 2 races into this event, and so far it's been the Flip show, as he sits on top of the board with 10 points, with the other drivers still within striking distance with 2 races left to go. That means we are down to lap 3, which is now underway.
Leading them out of the grid and down into turn 1 is that Ford Mustang being driven by Laro as the other cars are still in chase.
Well, it looks like Laro has taken a page from Flip as he is leaving the other drivers behind as he is all alone heading down into turn 3. down the super stretch.
Definitely looks like it is his race as he comes down to, oh Lord, he rolls over.
Oh, and he gets slammed by Karate Joe as both cars come to a stop before the line.
What in the world? Now, Funkhauser, that's not really professional.
What? Now, hold on a second. I didn't put that there.
Well, it certainly wasn't me.
Oh my God, somebody's messing around a production truck. Somebody get security down there and figure out what's going on.
In the meantime, let's check out the replay camera presented by Merch by Meekin, as here you see Lero enters the turn with the other cars in chase, as here you see a collision as they exit the turn between Flip and Crazy Canuck as Flip gets into Crazy Canuck, and Crazy Canuck is unable to break free as they head down to the super stretch.
As you said, they're unable to break free as they head down the super stretch just past the grandstands, coming to a stop just before turn 4. But let's watch Lero here as he heads down the super stretch. As he goes into turn 4, it looks like clear sailing for him, but unfortunately he oversteers, hits the outside retaining wall, then the inside retaining wall as his car rolls over. Here comes Karate Joe with nowhere to stop. He slams right into the back of Lero, which rolls him around as they come to a stop just before the line.
And with all the action taking place in one corner of the track, you know the fans in your new press box have got to be enjoying the view from there.
I'll talk about some of the best seats in the house from our press box provided by Merch by Meekin in conjunction with Wetwork Customs. That's right, Merch by Meekin, known for its custom metal die-cast signs and much more, has brought to you an all-new line of special customized buildings made specifically for your track or diorama. And it doesn't just stop at press boxes, you also have choices such as mechanics shop, gas station, and even speed shops made specifically to your liking. So what are you waiting for? Be sure to go to Merch by Meekin now and order yours today.
Are my eyes deceiving me, or do I see a fan wearing a Funkhauser t-shirt?
Absolutely, Nigel. No, your eyes are not deceiving you. That's right. From Merch by Meekin, it's the very first limited line of Funkhauser Diecast Racing League t-shirts. They're available now in multiple sizes, so be sure to go to merchbymeekin.com, connect on Facebook, or order yours online today, because just like Cousin Ricky after he wrecked my prize car, they're disappearing fast.
Well, I must say, that was a perfectly executed advertising plug.
Well, when you have someone giving you the perfect layup for it. Anyways, race fans, as you saw, that last race ended in a quadruple DNF, which means no points are given and the cars are reset to restart. And that's where we are, here for the restart of race 3, which is now underway. Once again, Lero leads the cars as they head down into turn 1, and he is pulling away once again as the other cars are trying their best to catch up to him, but it doesn't look like they're going to be able to, as Lero still has had no trouble heading down into turn 3, down the super stretch. He gets a little bit loose heading down the stretch. Is he going to make it down to the line as the other cars are catching up? Yes! Lero's going to come across the line first, followed by Karate Joe, then it's going to be Flip, followed by Crazy Canuck.
Lero able to hang on to it that time to put down a 17.591 second track time as we check out the Merch by Meekin replay camera, as here you see the cars heading down in the turn 3 as Lero is having absolutely no problems, but as he exits the turn, you see him getting a little bit squirrely, as here you see a great pass by Flip over Crazy Canuck as he moves alongside of him as they head down to turn 4.
Flip completes that pass for third place, but as we watch Lero, he gets loose, he hits the wall. Here comes Karate Joe trying to make the pass, but Lero puts him right into the wall as he's able to hold him off for that first place spot.
And that first place finish is exactly what Lero needed to put himself back into this fight as we go down to the final race, and they are just a couple of points away from each other.
That they are, as unfortunately Crazy Canuck is mathematically out of this race, but only 2 points separates third place from first place as we are down to the final race. It's time for race 4.
As they go down the backstretch one final time, it is neck and neck as they head down into turn 1.
They're definitely not neck and neck anymore as Flip makes a huge run out of turn 1. Down into turn 2 as he is already pulled away from the other drivers as he is all alone heading down. Oh, he gets loose. He loses momentum as he comes down to the final stretch, but he's going to come across the line in first.
And right behind them is a battle for second place. As they come down the line, it's going to be Karate Joe beating out Lero for second place.
Looks like they all got tangled up as there you see Crazy Canuck in the back once again. He got tangled up in that action. Let's check out the Merch by Meekin replay camera and watch that one more time as here you see Flip enters into turn 3 with absolutely no problems as the other cars are in tail behind him. As you keep your eyes on Karate Joe as he exits turn 3, his car gets loose and he gets turned sideways. Here comes Crazy Canuck trying to make a move as they all get tangled up, and there you see Lero. He's all over the place trying to make a move as he goes high in the turn 4, going over the top of Crazy Canuck as it shoves him down into the tire pit right there in front of the pit area.
A series of unfortunate events that caps off the end of Crazy Canuck's day.
Well, that, ladies and gentlemen, is going to do it for Group 2 of Round 1 of the Cyrano Buckminster Presents Concept Chaos. With your 2 drivers moving on to Round 2, it's going to be Karate Joe with 16 points, and your winner of this event, it's Flip. Thank you once again, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of the action here today at the old Yadkin Valley Speedway. And if you love the content you see, please remember to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, and don't forget to share as we bring you more exciting racing action here from the Funkhauser Diecast Racing League. As always, before we go, give it a big shout out and thank you to the members of the Funkhauser Fan Club. As always, it's your contributions that help our channel grow. Once again, we'll see you guys next time.
Atomic.